Okay, good morning. It's the 1st of December and it's time to start our winter work. We've got some work to do on the truck this winter. I'll show you around the truck. That's my generator behind that panel there. The generator hanging down there somewhere. And a water tank and storage. And show you the mess we have in here. It's a right mess by this time of year. There's oil and grease everywhere and then panels are loose and need pot riveting back down. So I'll empty all this out over the next week or two and get it emptied and cleaned, and we'll tidy it all up and get ready for next season. Got underbelly lockers on this side as well, spare wheel, and all my storage in here for my spares. And then we've got in here fridge and wine cabinet and TV and toilet, and we've got a seating area that pulls out into a double bed and a kitchen sink. There we go. So, and a wardrobe and storage. So we'll get all this tidied out. This is a right mess by this time of year. So we have all this tidied out over the winter and sorted. I need to fix the fridge that's packed up, and it smells a bit in here. So I think it's the toilet wants emptying. It's always my job. So get that done. And there's a bit of a leak at the front, bit of a drip. So bit of sort out there. There's always something to do. Right, that's one of our winter jobs to do as well as the cars, get the truck ready. I better get this toilet done first. Hey JJ, I'm in your car. Jeez, you must have a little tummy, it's touching my tummy this steering wheel, and I'm not fat. But it's quite comfortable. It doesn't look very comfortable, it's actually quite comfortable. Tell you what, Jake, you ain't going to get in here, mate. It's quite tight, very tight in fact. What a beautiful day for our Christmas match. It's Sunday, 2nd of December, and it's a beautiful day. It's mild. Mind you, I ain't catching much. Oh well, keep going. We'll catch them. I organised this for early December so that hopefully it'll be mild and we'll have some good fishing. And it was mild. It wasn't very good fishing for some reason, was it? It all struggled a bit. I was going to pay £1,000 for the winner, but I was convinced this morning to change it, so I'm glad I did, because it's worked out a better and a fairer match to do it as we're going to. Got 5 sections, 100 quid each. So section 5 was Paddock Mount with 32.10. Well done, buddy. Is it ready then, Jay? Aye. Right, we're taking this car to Shop Blasters. See what it looks like. It should be ready to paint. You can make me a cup of tea. What is this our new tea boy? He doesn't want to make a tea, does he?
Mechanic for the sweet. I would. I need to get good wages.
So we're going to get him in it, Frankie.
I'd drive down here and fucking working.
Now, strapped on.
We need to go so I get to this age. Yeah,
Carl, somebody wants to put me and you on a vlog. So now you're here, we can do it.
Oh, God.
Oh, but Phoebe wanted to vlog.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Phoebe they want to do. Right?
Yeah, that's right. Right, well it was AGM last night, as I said we were going to the AGM, and we were late there actually because we had to wait for Frankie to get here to drop our car off, so we didn't get away till quite late, and we missed the instructions and the new committee and minutes and so on from last year, but we saw the rest of the meeting. It was quite good, really good. We've stopped the cars getting any leaning over any further, getting the cars leaning and leaning more and more, and they stopped Nigel's car last year from being too wide with that wide axle, and they've stopped cars getting too wide now, which is really good because I really want to see back to you know, one time I've got a Tom McCann shell car I think it's silly really having two cars. I think we should just have one car, one set of rear weight and left weight and wheels and tyres, everything the same on both cars. It shouldn't be two cars, it should be one car. So we're sort of going back the right way. At least to stop that wide car of Nigel's, that super wide tarmac car last year, and they've stopped the stopping further tilting cars. So that's really, really good. I'd like to have got rid of these front tyres. I'd like to just have rally tyres on the front and American races on the back would be better, I think, for the future of it. But there you go, one step at a time. Centre seat now, so the seat's got to be dead in the centre of the roof plate. So it's really good. A little bit of argument over one of the roof plates last night, but you know, there always is. But in all, it's really good, and I think the sport's going really well. So I enjoyed the AGM. I always do enjoy the AGM. And there was no arguing last night. There's always some arguing at the AGMs, and there wasn't last night. It was really good. So, and it was really quick for a Tuesday night. We were home for 10:30, so I was surprised. So there we go. Right, I'm going to do a bit of painting tonight. See you later. Right, it's Wednesday, so it's midweek already. These weeks go really quick. So let's do a quick midweek vlog, and then I'm going to do a bit of work. I've got Jake's car here. Jake's car's in primer, ready to paint. So that's mostly done. I'm not sure. I've got a bit to do underneath, and then I'm going to flip it over and paint it red. So I should have that done tonight. My car's back from Frankie's. He bought it back last night. It was AGM last night, so Frankie bought my car back for me. So this has had a new roof plate in it, so it's been raised for Jake. So it's really good. It's really good. So that car's ready to paint, and then just done a little bit of work on the shower car as well. We've run out of steel now though, so we've done a bit. We've got the bumpers and nerfs on it, and got some wheels on it, and we need some more steel, which is typical. Always holds you up when you run out of materials. But there we go. So I'm going to get a bit of work done on this car now. I'm going to flip it over and paint underneath it, and then paint the whole chassis red. And this car's going to be ready for rebuild when we get back off holiday. Right, I've got a funeral tomorrow, so I'm not doing any work tomorrow. Then we're on holiday on Friday night for a week, and then we'll get back on the job when we get back off holiday. I'll get this vlog uploaded by Friday night before we go away. Alright, let's get on with it. Took me about 2 or 3 hours, but that is looking brilliant. I'll send this to Jake because you need to be working on your own when you're spraying. So he's gone out and left me painting his car, and that looks fantastic, mate. Wait till you see that in the morning. I'm pleased with that. Right, chip shop. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Right, I've had a few questions about the AGM this week, and I didn't do a vlog, which I normally do. So quick with a couple of things that was mentioned. This seat here, sometimes some of the lads have been modifying this seat here, either weakening it or putting a ram in there. So we voted for head nets if the seat's been modified, but I think the words if the seat's been modified was left out, and we just voted for head nets. So we've got to have a head net in again now. So I don't know why that was. I think they meant to vote if the seat's been modified. Also, them bars there on that angle there, they've got to be 5 degrees slant maximum, which they are, but some cars, there's 6 cars actually with 45 degree angle, and so I believe they've been made to alter them back to that. So why they're just as safe, it doesn't make any difference at all, and why they've done that I don't know. They should have just changed the rule book, to be fair to the guy that's got 6 cars with modifications needed. And there's another car out there with a roof plate 3mm too narrow, so that's just silly. I think they should have just you know, give a tolerance on these cars, or change the rule book to suit the cars, and be fair to the lads, not have to make so much changes. I think that's a little bit harsh. They were the main 3 things I have to think of. Think of anything else, I'll say it later. Right, that's it, we're done. Got the heater in here, just leaving that car to warm up, dry the paint off. It's lovely and warm in there. Got a little workshop for painting. So I'm going to leave that car in there for a couple of hours, and then we're going to knock off and go home because we're done, and we're on off on holiday tonight. So I'll get this vlog updated and uploaded, and I'll see you when I get back. Bye bye. Yeah, the other problem we've had at the AGM last year and this year is the restriction on these MSD boxes. We've got digital. Well, most cars have got digital boxes in now, and we've got to change it for a new type digital box, which I've already got one in this car, but they're like 426 quid. So I need to put one in each car. It's just that's the new type digital box. It's just they're accusing us that we might cheat if we use the old type digital box. Well, we're not going to cheat if the MSD boxes have got traction control in them. We're going to get a life ban. So we've already been threatened with a life ban if we cheat with traction control. So the ban should be the same. If you get caught meddling with the box, it should be the same. Not have to buy more boxes. I've got to buy 2 more of them now for the other 2 cars. I think it's a ridiculous waste of money. It's going to cost me over £1,000 now for a couple more boxes and a spare. And this head net rule, I've got a clip on mine, like a dog clip, so it's just easy to unclip, as quick as that. It's as simple as that with a dog clip. I think that's a simple way of doing it. I was there when Dean had his fire at Ipswich and we couldn't get him out through this head net. That's when the head nets were banned after that fire. And now we've got head nets back in again. I've got a head net in this car because the seat is not a full containment seat because I hurt my ribs last year, so I put the old top seat back in. Righto. That's my moan over. Get on with it. Hey baby. The dog's lying out in the sunshine, it's sunny now. Right, that's my week's vlog done rather, so I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm on holiday next week, so I'm not going to do one next week. I might do one on my holiday, thinking about it. I could do. My mate came here 7 years ago and left his car in the car park and said, Nigel, run to the airport. So I ran him down to the airport, and he rang me 2 or 3 weeks later and said, Nigel, I'm staying here. He said, I've met a girl. And he'd gone to Poland to do some work. He met a girl there, and he's marrying her next Wednesday. So he's rang me and said, "We're getting married in Vegas. Are you coming?" So that's where we're going now. We're going to my mate's wedding. And he rang me early in the season and said, "When's the season over?" So he's arranged it now, and now the season's over for us. So he's got some friends coming from Australia, and we're going from England. So I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog, and we'll do it again.